Hello students, welcome to section 18. We'll start with solving word problems for linear equation in two variables. So we'll start off with page number 20. All of you keep your textbooks open because we're going to use the example from the textbook and not any example from outside, so as for you to understand how to solve word problems. Now there's an activity given on page 20 under the heading application of simultaneous equations. Now, there is a particular activity given in which in the center box there is I am Sarthak and my present age is X years. So I'm going to make sure that all the data is correct. So Sarthak's age is X years. And below that, my present age is Y years. And the girl is Sakshi. So Sakshi's age is Y years. Now, before we start solving, we're going to just take a look around all the three empty boxes and we are going to see what is written under those boxes. So, on the box that is on the top of the center box, it is written Sarthak's age is less by 8 than double the age of Sakshi. Then on the left, there is a statement 4 years ago, Sakshi's age was 3 years less than Sarthak's age at that time. And then to the right of the central box, we have the sum of the present ages of Sarthak and Sakshi is 25. Now, the one key word here that is used and you have to all pay attention to is the word present ages. So the word present ages means that today the age of Sakshi is Y and the age of Sarthak is X. So we are going to reframe our statement written in the video. We are going to write Sarthak's present age is X years and Sakshi's present age is Y years. This is very crucial in understanding how to solve word problems. So Sarthak's present age is X years and Sakshi's present age is Y years. Now, coming back to our activity. Now, as we can see, the most simple statement that is given is the one to the right, where it is written that the sum of the present ages of Sarthak and Sakshi. Before going further ahead, it is given that sum. Sum means there is an addition sign. The sum of present ages of Sarthak's present age is X, and Sakshi's present age is Y. The sum of their ages is 25. So this is my equation for the box that is empty to the right of the central box. Now, once I get this equation, I'll move to my top box which is empty. It is given that Sarthak's age is less than. Now, we're going to start focusing on words. It is given that Sarthak's age is less than. Less than means there's going to be a subtraction sign involved. So you all don't need to write this. This is just for your understanding. I'm just writing this so that it would be easier for all of you to understand. Less means subtraction is involved. Now let's move on ahead. Sarthak's age is less by 8. That means 8 is going to be deducted out of something. Less by 8. So for example, let's say that my marks are less than Rohan's by 20. That means if Rohan has 80 marks and my marks are less than 20 from Rohan's, that means I have to subtract 20 from this 80 value. Therefore, 8 will be subtracted from whatever is given ahead. Now, back to our statement. Sarthak's age is less by 8 than double the age of Sakshi. So, here we have, they are defining, now as we can see the statement, it is written Sarthak's age is. That means they are defining the age of Sarthak as X is equals to is less by 8 than double the age of Sakshi. So let me rephrase this. So Sakshi's age is doubled in this case. That means 2y, and Sarthak's age is less by 8. So if I subtract Sarthak's age here, that will give me the value 8. For somebody who got a different answer, your answer might look like this. 2y minus 8 is equals to x. Both of them are the same equation. Now we are going to go in equation number 1 and equation number 2 very slowly so that you all understand. So y is the Sakshi's percentage, x is Sarthak's percentage. So 2 times Sakshi's percentage minus Sarthak's percentage is equals to 8 is for case number 1. Now back to case number 2. 2 times Sakshi's percentage. Keep looking at your book at the statement given on the top, given below the top empty blank. 2 times y, that means twice or double the age of Sakshi. So my this value is correct, and is less by 8 is given. That means I have a minus 8, and that is equals to Sarthak's age. Therefore that is equals to x. So my equation for the top empty box is 2y minus 8 is equals to x, or 2y minus x is equals to 8, both of which are correct. So I'm going to write this down. Now here I have, for top empty box, I have 2y minus 8 is equals to x. 8 is less than 2y, so therefore this equation is correct. Now back to our left empty box. Now this is very important to understand. 4 years ago, so if Sakshi's present age is x, 4 years ago, her age at that time will be x. That changes to, or 4 years ago, her age will be x minus 4 years. So for anybody who did not understand this, let's say that your current age is 16 years. And if I say, what was your age 4 years ago? You will say your age was 4 years ago was 12. That means if your present age is x, 4 years ago, your age would have been x minus 4 years. This concept is very important. The age 4 years ago will not be x, it will be x minus 4. Or rather, they're saying that this age is for Sakshi, so this will be, instead of x, this will be y minus 4. Same for Sarthak. If I talk about Sarthak, then Sarthak's age 4 years ago would have been x minus 4. Now back to our statement. 4 years ago, Sakshi's age was 3 years less than means minus 3 is equals to less than Sarthak's age at that time. So I have y minus 4 minus 3 is equals to, now the statement says Sarthak's age at that time. So that means they are talking about Sarthak's age 4 years ago. So here I'll have x minus 4. Once I solve this, I'll get x minus 4y is equals to minus 3 as my equation, which is the third equation in the left empty box. I hope all of you understood this. We'll be moving on to our solved examples from textbook. If you do face any problems, just keep messaging me. I'll help you out. Now, to our example number 1, page number 20, it is given that perimeter of a rectangle is 40 centimeters. The length of the rectangle is whatever it is, more than double its breadth. By 2, find the length and breadth. Now, whenever we try to solve word problems, what we want to do is we want to read one statement at a time. Never ever try to read the whole question in one go. Just read one statement at a time, and then we'll start solving the question. So here The perimeter of the rectangle is 440 centimeters. So I'll draw a rectangle first. Now this is my length and this is my breadth. Now it is given that perimeter of the rectangle is 40 centimeter. So now I have to define what the perimeter is. Before we start writing an equation for the perimeter, we first need to define which value is x and which value is y. As we learned in the previous class, that whichever the smaller value is, that should be named as x. So we are going to say that let breadth be x, and therefore let length be y. Now perimeter of rectangle is given as the sum of all sides. So I have one breadth here, I have two breadth here. So therefore I have 2 times x plus I have one length here. I'll represent it with different color. I have one length here and the second length here. So I have 2x plus 2y is equals to 40. If you keep solving this, you will get x plus y is equals to 20. So this is my equation number 1. Now, the first sentence of the word problem gave me equation number 1. Back to the second sentence. The length of the rectangle is more than. So here we have started to get some information from the question. The length of the rectangle is more than double its breadth. That means, let's go slow, length of the rectangle y is more than double its breadth by 2. That means y is given as, okay, so here we have more than, that is one important word that we need to pay attention to. More than means there is going to be an addition sign. Now for some of you who do not understand why I have written y equals to, we'll start this back again. So y, length of the rectangle is defined by y, so I have written y is more than. That means the statement is defining that the length of the rectangle is equal to whatever comes in the statement next. Therefore we have an equal to sign here. So y is equals to more than double its breadth. Double its breadth means 2 times, that means double, and breadth, the value of breadth is x, and the value that it is more than by is 2. So I have more than means plus sign comes over, and the value that is more than by, the value that it is more than by is 2. So this is my equation number 2. So I'll write these equations on the next slide. I have x plus y is equals to 20, question number 1, and I have 2x plus 2 is equals to y. If I solve this, I'll get 2x minus y is equals to minus 2, which is my equation number 2. So as I can see, I have plus y in the first equation, minus y in the second equation. All I have to do is add both the equations. Adding 1 and 2, that gives me x plus y is equals to 20 plus 2x minus y is equals to minus 2. Now as there is a plus sign, no sign changes inside, so here I have 3x plus 0 is equals to 18. That means x is equals to 6. Once I get x is equals to 6, all I have to do is substitute the values back in the equation. So putting x is equals to 6 in equation 1, that will give me 6 plus y is equals to 20, which implies y is equals to 20 minus 6. Therefore y is equals to 14. Now let's see what our x was and what our y was. So back to our question, we had our breadth as x. So in the next slide, x x is equals to breadth is equals to 6 centimeters, and we had our length as y, which is 14 centimeters. So y is equals to length is equals to 14 centimeters. Now you all can check the solution from the textbook. The textbook says length of the rectangle is 14 centimeters and breadth is 16 centimeters. So we have the similar answers. The only difference is that the textbook assumed that length was x and breadth was y. It does not matter which value you choose as x and y. All that matters is that your procedure is correct. In the textbook, they have used Kramer's rule to solve this particular question. However, I chose to use elimination method because there was a plus y and a minus y in equation number 2, as we can see here, a plus y and a minus y, which just gets eliminated by adding both the equations. So here is my answer for example number 1. Now we'll move on to example number 2. In this example, it says that there is a sale only for 2 days. I have some analog wristwatches and I have some digital wristwatches, and I am going to sell them at a discount. There is a sale of first day given, there is a sale of second day given in the textbook. This is page number 21. Now in the slide I have put down all the information that is given from the textbook. So before starting, we need to first define which one is x and which one is y. So let's say price of analog watch is equals to x, and price of digital watch is equals to y. Now I'll highlight this so that this does not make any hindrance for us. Now for first day, we can see that the shopkeeper sold 11 analog watches and he sold 6 digital watches. So if the price of sorry this is price of one analog watch and this is price of one digital watch. So if the price of one analog watch is x, then price of 11 analog watches is equals to 11x. And similarly for the second day, price for 22 analog watches is equals to 22x. Now going for digital watches, so price for on the first day he sold 6 digital watches, so I'll have here 6 digital watches is equals to 6y, and price for 5 digital watches on the second day is equals to 5y. Now obviously when the shopkeeper sells something, he's going to get money in return. So now the table says that the amount that he received was 7 on the first day was 4,330. That means when the shopkeeper sold 11 analog watches and 6 digital watches, he received an amount of 4330 rupees. So price of 11 analog watches is 11x, price for 6 digital watches is 6y. So I can safely say 11x plus 6y is equals to the total amount he received, which is 4330. Now similarly for second day, we have 22 analog watches sold on the second day and we have 5 digital watches sold on the second day. So therefore the total amount received for those for that sale is 7330 rupees. So here I'll have 22x plus 5y is equals to 7330 rupees. Now once I have both of my equations, I'm just going to number them. This is equation number 1, equation number 1, equation number 2. Now I'll multiply equation number 1 by 2. That gives me 22x plus 12y is equals to 8660. This is my equation number 3. Now I'll subtract equation 3 from 2 and hence I'll solve for values of x and y. So in this case I'll subtract equation 2 from equation 3. So here I have 22x plus 12y is equals to 8660 minus 22x plus 5y is equals to 7330. Now as the minus sign is outside the bracket, it changes every sign inside. So this is minus, this is minus, this is minus. 22x minus 22x becomes 0, 12y minus 5y becomes 7y, and 8660, this is 0, this is not something else, this is 8660 minus 7330 becomes 0331. So the 7y is equals to 1330. When you solve this, you will get the value of y as 190 rupees. So now I have the value for y as 190 rupees. So I'll put y is equals to 190 in any of the equations and I'll get my value for x. So I'm putting it in equation number 1. My equation number 1 is 11x plus 6y is equals to 4330. So 11x plus 6 into 190 is equals to 4330. This is 11x plus 1140 is equals to 4330. So I have 11x is equals to 4330 minus 1140, which implies 11x is equals to 0, 9, then I have 1, and then I have 2. So this value is incorrect. Let's do subtraction again. So I have 4330 here, 1140 here, 0 minus 0 is 0. This is 2. 13 minus 4 becomes 9, 2 minus 1 becomes 1, and 4 minus 3 becomes 3. So this is 3190 instead of 2190. So here I'll have 11x is equals to 3190. So this value turns out to be x is equals to, this is 2, and this is 9, and this is 0. For somebody who wants to see if the calculation is correct, here is the calculation 11. Now this goes 2 times. I have 22 here. Then I'm left with 9. 9 comes down. 11, 9 times is 99. So this is 99. I'm left with 0. So 0 goes up. So x is equals to 290 rupees. So now we have the value of x as 290 rupees and the value of y as 190 rupees. So highlight your answers always so that it's easy to understand for whoever is seeing your solution. Now back to our original question. The price of one analog watch is X. So the question says that we need to find the selling price of wristwatch of each type. So analog watch costs, one analog watch costs 290 rupees and one digital watch costs 190 rupees. It is important to write the statement in this way so that you get complete marks. Make sure you all Try different ways to solve the equations. I just solved it by elimination method because that's what I prefer. If you would like me to solve in different methods, I can happily do that. But make sure, just to be perfect in linear equations in two variables, try to solve the same equations by two or three different types of ways using Kramer's rule or substitution or elimination, whichever you prefer. This section will end now. For the next section, we are going to cover examples from page number 23, 24, and 25. Thank you.